Yeah, I don't normally want you to pay attention to this type of trade because it's not a trade that, as a beginner, you're still trying to just grasp the very easy stuff they'll see. But the reason the euro yen trade has been taking is to some extent because of what I saw in euro dollar. So I'm using euro dollar. I'm using a combination of where and how far euro yen has gone to, and then potentially the probability of it going lower. If it does go lower, I have a very tight stop that I can use. Now, as I look at euro dollar, the reason I went long euro yen was because what was happening on euro yen. What was happening here on euro dollar. And that shifted. That's no longer there. So it's not a really good market. And right now, again, the only reason one would stay in the trade is if I was to see what I was seeing on this euro dollar 1 minute, the expansion, and the expansion is now kind of dying down. In fact, you can see it's getting ready to flip back over to the downside, but at the same time I was seeing that the expansion on the euro yen was dying down. So again, I was seeing more of potentially a trade that was ready to head back up here to the 5 minute. It still may do that, but see, it's when you get to where you're looking at the subtleties of these price movements and how they're responding, you're able to take several of these matrices and combine the information to kind of make these decisions. And that's why, I'll look at what the actual matrix on one currency is showing, but then I'll use some of the other information to kind of give me heads up whether that's a real information or am I missing the subtleties of what's happening here, which was basically my 1 minutes were actually being overtaken by each other, which means there is a good chance we kind of ran out of gas to the downside. So again, very limited stop on this trade. Actually, it's, I believe, a 6-point stop, which I could actually come here now and actually adjust. Probably break even is a little bit too aggressive, but let's say we do go ahead and put a break even or 1 point. Again, at this stage, I just want to see it up here close to this 80s to try to collect on it. And these are the things that you can do once you get really good at understanding the subtleties of these price movements. You can start seeing through them and being able to take trades that on an average, there's just no way you would ever be able to see these things on a chart. These very subtle moves. Again, this just takes time. It's not something you're going to learn in a few days or a few weeks. But the more you're able to see the very basic of the development of these matrices, as I've said, something that would normally take you on an average over 5 years to learn, we have traders learning that kind of stuff in a few months. So that's what the matrix allows you to do. It allows you to cut your learning curve. And really, if you ever learn this kind of stuff, if you ever learn it, because we've had people that come in here that have been trading for 10 years that still can't see these kind of things, and that's what the matrix will do. And here's a good example. I would just go ahead and collect here. It's a good area to collect on this euro yen. There's no way, again, you could ever see this happen on a chart.